Hey budgeteers, still on the tax filing questions? The next question is, what is a W-2? If you're an employee that works for an employer, you're definitely going to get a W-2. A W-2 is your employer's statement to you and to the federal government telling them exactly what they've paid you and telling you exactly what they've paid you throughout the year. It will also detail different items that have been taken out of your paycheck so that the government is already aware of what you've already done throughout the year. So if you notice on your paycheck, you're probably paying some sort of taxes. You have state taxes and you have federal taxes that are likely being taken out of your paycheck before you receive the money. This is being done so that the federal government can already receive those taxes and then they can give you a return, or if you haven't paid any taxes, you'll have to pay taxes at the end of that time frame. So the W-2 is just a detailed document telling you exactly what it is that you've paid or what it is you haven't paid so that you can balance that out at the end of the year. You will go into your tax filing service, whether you're doing that online or with a person, and you will enter in the W-2 information. It basically walks you through. There are multiple boxes on your W-2 that will tell you all of the different things that your tax filer will be looking for, such as how much you've earned, how much you've paid in taxes, how much you've had held for paying other things like insurance, for building your HSAs or your health savings accounts. All of that will be included on this document so that we can basically build that when we're putting it into our tax filing service and figure out what we owe or what we don't owe. Now, the goal of a tax return is very different for every person. I'm going to talk about my goal on a tax return in the next video, so watch for that. But in this video, we're just going to stick to talking about the W-2 and what it will do for you. So if you've overpaid on taxes throughout the year, when you enter your information from the W-2, the federal government will realize you've overpaid for your tax bracket and you will get a return. You'll hear lots of people talking about how they're getting thousands of dollars back from the government. What that basically means is they've overpaid all year and the government is paying them back. You'll also hear others that will tell you that they have underpaid. They haven't paid enough and they owe hundreds or thousands of dollars to the government. In that case, that means you didn't pay enough all year. And you can adjust how much you're paying on your paycheck by going to your human resources department and discussing with them how to change those numbers on there. They'll have you fill out some forms, you'll put in some deductions, and it will tell you essentially how much you should be paying in taxes. You can work with those and you can get your taxes higher or lower depending on how much you owed or didn't owe this year. So I would recommend doing that for sure. Now that you know what a W-2 is, if you're not an employee of an employer, if you work for yourself or you have other circumstance, you probably won't see a W-2, in which case you'll have to build your own tax filing forms because you're your own business. So you'll have to figure out exactly how much you've earned and be able to report it as a small business instead of as a W-2'd employee. That's all for this one. A W-2 is just something you receive from your employer that tells you exactly how much you've made and how much you've already paid to different places that may be tax deductible or already paid taxes. If you have any other questions, be sure to contact me, and we'll see you next time, Budgeteer. Thank you for watching. I'm extremely glad to have you here. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up. For more awesome videos, make sure you are subscribed.